Gotta get. Gotta get, boom, boom, boom. Gotta get, boom, boom, boom. Gotta get, boom, boom, boom. 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 I'm shaking, shaking my style. Da, 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics, but guys, this is me in real time, really enjoying the fruits of my labor. And I say that without my microphone, for one, because we're charging the phone, so y'all don't have to wait for the high quality. But the fruits of my labor in the sense that I'm literally, this is the labor. This is the labor right now. It is literally 11 minutes past 10, and my intention was to film this video, maybe a few videos around 2-3 p.m. early today, but that hasn't quite happened because we've been locked in other things. But it's all cumulative, cumulative. Why does that sound wrong? You know what I mean. Anyways, let's get started for real. So you see how this time last year I made a video about how you're being cut. Wow, where are the words? I made a video about how you're being called to slow the fuck down so you can so you can surrender into full receipt mode. You know how I made a video about that? Yeah, well, that video, she still stands, she still speaks, she's still very relevant. But I'm here to say that in true She Flowered essence, practicing what I preach, we are ready to move beyond living in receipt mode. We are executing to move forward and align with cha-ching, full embodied invoice mode. Okay, we're trying to be sending out invoices left, right, and center, baby. So we're gonna have to pick up the speed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You getting what I'm putting down? Okay. So it's just not to say that we're gonna rush. We're not into that. We're gonna move. What came to me is at the speed of light. Sure, in our own ways. But what that means in my brain is like, you see light, you see how we have the human spectrum. We are ultimately light bodies, okay? And there is the frequency, the ability, the capacity to align to a certain frequency with speed, right? And I am ready. I am ready. I don't know if I'm talking nonsense to some of y'all, but if you get it, you get it. The girls, you get it. And those don't, I won't hold you. Just release it. It's okay. It's not meant for you right now. Okay. I'm the kind of girl, if I do say so myself, that is cool before it's cool, you know? Picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah. But anyways, sitting in the power of now, I just wanna read you something. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna trust in this moment. Instead of watching the thinker, you can also create a gap in the mind stream simply by directing the focus of your attention into the now. Just become intensely conscious of the present moment. And that, my honeybees, is what I call fast tracking into your designated direction. Designated? Designated. Woo wee. We are really off on one today, hey. But in English, what I'm saying is I'm very excited to take things up a notch. I feel that this past year has really taught me to stick to myself, stick to what I know, practice, embody, embrace, continue to unearth, and just trust. Really trust. And I've minimized the amount of crossovers I've had and influence I've had from other people. I've really allowed a lot of time to tune into my own body and what my body is asking of me. Because if I'm talking about leaning into a unique narrative, it is only right that I am practicing that too. And I would love to only speak from experience. And so this is why this journey has been a slow moving process. And I would like to honor that because I think there's nothing wrong with that. It does sometimes it can be arduous at times. It can feel like is anything worth it? But I've learned to compound by reflecting on the past and seeing how actually in actual fact I've gained so much more than I ever thought possible just by trusting my path that I'm essentially creating for myself. It's a path that hasn't been walked before, and I'm excited to be the first person to make waves in the direction that I'm choosing. And I encourage you to not be afraid to do the same for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. And I'm here to help you uncover and unearth what that may look like for yourself. And I find it just so exciting. It's just alluring, really. It's the spice of life, if you will. What's this? Some of you may be asking me. It's an art oracle card. And this artist is Buckminster Fuller. I don't know if you've heard of him, but here's a little close up. It gives you some life advice inspired by the artist, some inspiration, and some work advice as well. Inspiration advice or something to inspire you, and then, yeah, for work as well. And it says, live to serve, serve to solve. This is the life inspiration, life advice. Live to serve, serve to solve. And the work one is invent the words by which to live your life. And to inspire, great heights are best seen from your lowest point. Now let that sink in. Some may say otherwise, but I really did resonate with this perspective. So I'm excited to apply it to myself more this year. So, why do I want to move faster? Because without it feeling like a sense of pressure and a rush, it is crunch time in the sense that I am taking ownership of the amount of time that I have in the next 365 days. To be honest, less so because I'm actually returning back to my studies next September, which is really exciting, but also a little daunting, I won't lie, because I've been on a 2 year hiatus. I've taken a break for loads of personal reasons, but most of all, so that I can deepen in myself, deepen in my practice, move through change with the tools that I've learned, and grow all of these other facets that interlink with what I'm wanting to build longer term, um, step by step. And I think it's going to really help when I go back because I wanted to take some time to figure out what is it that I want to focus on because it's going to be my final year. I'm very passionate about my degree and whatever it is that I produce as a result has to be something tangible, has to be something that is ready to be received by the people of the world as soon as it's complete. And I'm very excited by that. But it also carries a lot of weight because this is a big opportunity for me to highlight everything I've learned and to really push myself beyond any perceived limits that I have and to really just exceed my own expectations. So, yeah, it's a big year and I'm both nervous and excited, not to mention I'm turning 30, which is about to become my whole personality because 29 is already my whole personality. Like, what a sexy number it is to be 29. 20 fucking fine. Um, yeah, but 30? Mm, mm, Did somebody call the fire brigade? It's getting hot in here. Fountain of Youth. We'll talk about that in the next video, but that's a funny conversation. Because I hold the secret. You know what I mean? If you want the secret, just let me know and I'll think about sharing. But yeah, so it's really imperative that I press on the gas a little harder just because I got shits to do and places to be. And we ain't fucking around. Not to say that I was doing that before, but there's a time and a place for different ways of moving, for different ways of being. And that is embodiment 101, baby. Get to know, get to grow. Let's flourish. We are here to flourish. Gosh, I just love this shit with my whole heart. Also, I really proved to myself last year by taking a lot of things slowly, with having that mindset of approaching things with ease and allowing things to flow. It did truly deepen the connection I had with my mind, body, soul. Not only that, I allowed myself to explore and experiment with things without attachment, but I became headstrong with the discipline and consistency required to really land in each new practice that I was exploring. For example, I did 21 days of CMOS, which then um, extended to 42 days and then some. And not only did I do a really hard thing, I also learned a lot of little nuggets of wisdom along the way. And whilst that was happening, I started filming on YouTube again and sharing online in a more I don't give a shit kind of way. Excuse my French. Excuse you. Um I actually need to chill sometimes. But whatever, this is the magic in the mundane. Okay, you're on my cozy corner of the internet. Let me remind you, you are so welcome to be here as well. And I want to say, what did I want to say? Filming the content, showing up with audacious authenticity, really just testing the waters online and in person, holding space for myself even through discomfort, no matter where I was. Um, just really owing it to myself to not have to owe it to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just beyond meeting people's expectations of who they think I am or who they think I should be, because the reality is you could never honey put me into a box. We are so much bigger than that, and so are you. Um, yeah. So la. I'm bringing that one back because it's like so la. It's just so cute, and essentially it just came to me as a feeling one day and a sound and a frequency all combined. I mean, if you're hearing me straight, you're hearing the interconnectedness between everything I'm saying. It's just I'm just saying the same thing in different ways. Duh. And it's spelled S-O, so la with L-triple-A, okay? Like for battery pack, because we're solar powered by the sun, and it's like high energy, bright, vibrant, good vibes, right? We're full of energy, is the vibe. So yeah, anyways, there's just something about saying that that feels like a spell, and a spell of just pure greatness, of pure liberation, creation, expansion, life force, energy. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So feel free to use it, but just know where it came from. I also began my heels journey late January, and it was the first time in my adult life I fully started to commit to dance as much as I could. I was going to regular classes each week, once or twice minimum, and then I would increase that as and when I could. I did my first intensive, which was 8 hours over 2 days, and then I did more classes, and that was just wow, it was intense, because by the end of that week, when I say I fully had reached my physical limit, I've never been in such a state in my life. I didn't even think it was possible, but I became so physically ill, and not in the way that you would think. Like, it was just, yeah, I was burning everywhere, and my body just wasn't, like, the cortisol in my body was just so high. I felt very feverish, and I was very much bedbound for a minute, and I had to let go of dancing for a short while, but it was all worth it, because I learned more about myself and what my capacity is. And yeah, we've just been moving through the year doing different sets of challenges, mini challenges, like so. And it's really been eye-opening for myself and this embodiment journey that I'm on. And I continue to invite those practices into my life in different ways, devoting myself to different things that I've always wanted to do. I've got some goals that I'm obviously setting for this 2026 year, and I will share that with you in a different video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm feeling excited, and I just want to share my excitement with you because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've showed face online, but here we are. We're ready for the new year, and I'm just excited to see where it takes us.